Hello again. In this video we will talk about multi-body technique. Let's start with a sketch on the top. Draw a midpoint line and give it a length. And now sketch two circles on the ends. Make them equal. And finally set this line to be construction geometry and finish the sketch. Now I want you to look here. As you can see, we go from the material to the front tab right origin. Now select this sketch and extrude it. As you can see, we have two bodies here. Now finish, and we have something new here in the model tree. It's called solid bodies. Open this. Now you can select the first one from here, which is this one, and you can select this one from here, and this is the second one. Now since the two sketches were separated, then we have two separate bodies. We can deal with everyone separately. This technique is very useful because in real life, when you design something, there will be more than one part or one body, let's say. And that's why here in SolidWorks you can create all the bodies in one part file, and then you can extract the bodies you want. Now let's see the difference here. Edit this feature, go to select contours, and click here. This time only select this one, then hit OK. As you can see, we only have one body now. Edit this feature again and remove this. Now, as you can see, we have two bodies. Now, start another sketch on the top again. And now I want you to connect these two cylinders. Select a straight slot and snap to the center point of this cylinder, and snap to the center point of this cylinder too, and here. Then make these radial. And now extrude this to 5 units. I want you to pay attention to this option here, merge results, which means these three bodies now, number 1, 2, 3, will be merged and converted to one single body. Let's see this. Now, as you can see, we only have one body. Now let's edit this feature again, and this time remove this. Now we have 1, 2, 3 bodies. So this command is really important. Now edit this again and let's say merge results. Now let's go back to the front, and this time draw something like this and draw a center line here. Then finish, and this time select revolve. Now, as you can see, we have the option here, merge results, and let's see. Now we only have one body. Again, edit this feature and remove this. Now we have two bodies. This one is the first body. Sorry, this one is the first body and this is the second one. Now go back to this feature and remove the merge here. Now, as you can see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 bodies. Now, if we select it here, then you have the option to choose, because as you can see, this revolve feature touches two bodies. This is the first one and this is the second one. So the first option is all bodies. Select it here, and now as you can see, because this revolve feature touches this cylinder and this part, now they form one body. But edit this, and here instead of all bodies, select selected bodies and remove auto select, and now we want this revolve feature to form one body with only this feature. Now remember this revolve feature and this cylinder will form one body. Now you can see we only have one body here. Now, what's good about this is that you can extract these bodies. Like if you want to extract only this one, you can right-click on it and select Insert into New Part. Then select OK. Don't worry about this message for now. You only need to define the name here. So I'll keep it somewhere else and give it a name like body1. Then hit OK. Now, as you can see here, we don't have any features, but if you go back to part 1, and this time let's modify this and see what happens there. Let's have a small hole here. And now let's go back and see body 1. We have the hole here. These bodies are connected. What we did is that we extracted this part so we can deal with it separately. Like you can create detailed drawing now, you can run finite element analysis on this part alone, and you can do anything you want with it, but you are dealing with a single body now here. But the origin is always here. It's a very important option, especially when we talk about linear pattern and circular pattern. This option makes a huge difference. So this was a quick introduction about multi-body technique. Later on in this course, we will talk about assembly design. At that point, you will be able to compare assembly design to multi-body design. In some cases, multi-body is way faster and easier than assembly design. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.